considered the word contingency and related it to the cathedral. And if that fits, then many more things are supposed to have been paid. Contingency are unforeseen events. Certain events you cannot predict. And when they come up, you provide provision and take care of them. This cathedral is not an unforeseen. In fact, they started with the fact that it will be funded not through public funds. That it is the president's promise, Nanado's promise to do it. And therefore, they will find a way to raise money to execute it. Later, they change their mind that it should be public. And it is not something that is hidden. So I expected it to have been captured in the budget and approved. So the fact that you now use it as contingency, and therefore contingency vote, and should come from the presidency budget for government machinery, I begin to wonder. So you can deceive Ghanaians, treat any item as contingency when in fact it doesn't fall. Then we must treat statutory funds as contingencies. Because from January until the majority raised an issue, common fund wasn't paid. National Service Secretariat, the allowances to them, these are things that affect lives.
Common fund.
Are you getting my point?
Funds are being paid
I'm telling you, I'm saying that these are things that affect human lives. National service personnel at home, the allowances are not being paid. Then we must treat it as contingency because it's going to save lives. And many more arrears have been outstanding. So I have realized that this man has just found a comfortable way to explain something that does not exist. For me, in fact, he has breached the law and must be taken on for that. But his point of saying that he's sorry and blaming external factors and inherited, just point out one thing to me, that the finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is not in for Ghanaians. He's in to satisfy his selfish interests. That is my conclusion. Why? You ask me. Even if he was performing very well, assuming that he was doing excellently well, and Ghanaians says, we don't need you. Your own parliamentarians say they don't need you. Opposition says they don't, about 98, which is more than 50%. You know, 137 and 98, as you stated.
Yes. Is that factual?
Yeah, 98.
And you have the list?
It is.
98.
But they have spokespersons who have been leading them. Andy Apia Kubi has confirmed that. He continues to talk to us. Yeah.
That's about 72% of your members of parliament said they don't need you. 100% of minority MPs said they don't need you.
They say they wouldn't do business that he will preside or coming from the finance
But they called for his resignation. That was the call. And if that was not needed to, this is the action they would take. Majority of civil society organizations says you should resign. The best thing is that, I'm working for you. You are saying that I should resign. Okay, let me resign. But all these groups saying that resign, and you still insist that you will resign, apologize, and still remain, then there is something beyond working for the people.